Is it the right time to invest in real estate? Here are 10 reasons why you should make 2023 the year you invest in property. You might be hearing in the news how the real estate sector is underperforming. So is it worth it to invest in property, especially in 2023? I will give you 10 reasons why you should make 2023 the year you invest in property. Let's get started. Reason 1, low interest rates. The real estate market is ever blooming, so the government doesn't have to give incentives to people. However, the real estate market can sometimes decline, so the government decreases interest rates. This is followed by high demands in the real estate market and the economy continues to grow. Now's the time when the real estate market has slowed down, but that doesn't mean it's not worth investing in. This is the opportunity you should seize. If you buy property now, it'll be more economical for you than if you were to buy it 2 or 3 years from now. The reason is today interest rates are low. In the past, interest rates were typically much higher compared to now in 2023. In the mid-1980s, interest rates were at an all-time high, reaching as high as 20%. In 1985, the average interest rate was 10.6%, and in 2001, it averaged at 5%. Since then, interest rates have steadily decreased over time. In 2020, prior to the pandemic, interest rates averaged over 2%. And today, the interest rate for a 30-year mortgage is 6.89%, while for a 15-year, it is 6.18%. From now on, the interest rates will continue to increase, so it's better to benefit from today's low interest rates. Reason 2, high demand. Understanding that high demand periods prevail longer than low demand periods in the real estate market is important. But now is the low demand period, allowing new investors to buy at low prices. Population growth is inevitable, so home demand will always increase, increasing home prices. This price appreciation will be further strengthened by low home supply. Reason 3, long-term investment. No matter what happens, property prices always go up. According to the National Association of Realtors, the median existing home price for all housing types in February 2021 was $313,000, up 15.8% from February 2020. That's a massive increase in only 1 year. But what about inflation? After all, the value of the dollar today is not the same as that of $1 20 years ago. Well, property values have increased over time, even when adjusted for inflation. When adjusted for inflation, the Case-Shiller index has grown by 51% from 2000 to 2021. Reason 4, tax benefits. Owning a property exempts you from several taxes. First, you get mortgage interest deduction, in which you can deduct the interest. In other words, you don't pay taxes on the part of the income used for the mortgage payment. If you own rental property, you can benefit from depreciation write-offs. It is a tax deduction on your rental property because with time, your property has been used technically and isn't worth the same as it was bought. Reason 5, diversification. Property is a great way to diversify. Even if you've invested in stocks, gold, silver, and other commodities, you can own property to balance risk. Data shows that stock and commodity prices declined over time during crises and crashes, but property prices appreciated. Stock prices declined dramatically during the 2008 financial crisis, but property prices rose comparatively. Owning a property can give you a hedge when all your investments plummet. Reason 6, short-term rental potential. If you own a property, you can rent it out and have a steady passive income every month. Sometimes people buy properties on mortgage and pay the monthly repayment by getting a major push from the rent. Even if you don't want to rent your property on a monthly basis, you can rent a portion or even a room using platforms like Airbnb. Travelers always look for a place they can stay for a short time. These short-term stays are comparatively more profitable for the owners than for the tenant. Reason 7, property is a safe investment. Property has historically provided stable returns over the long term. According to the data from the National Council of Real Estate Investment Fiduciaries, the average annual return on commercial property investments between 2000 and 2020 was 6.4%. During the same period, the annual return on the S&P 500 was 5.5%. This suggests that property has historically provided stable returns that have outperformed the stock market. Reason 8, the property pays you 3 times. If you buy a property in 2023, you will get paid. Here's how. Currently, people are lowering home prices and giving concessions to sell their homes quickly. People are scared and desperate to sell their homes, giving an advantage to new buyers. In other words, you can buy a property for $240,000 whose actual worth is $300,000. The second time your property pays you is when you rent it out. You will get a steady income every month until the point when you remove your tenants. And the third time your property pays you is when you sell it after 5 to 10 years. Historically, property prices have appreciated, which means you will see your property at a higher price even if inflation is adjusted. Reason 9, the rich are buying property. It's obvious that rich people have access to better information and market data. So when the rich start doing something opposing to the majority, it means they know something the majority doesn't. These rich people are currently buying properties and stockpiling them in their portfolios. Billionaires like Bill Gates and many others have invested in real estate for years. But at the same time, the middle class and ordinary people are selling properties, thus making an expensive mistake. Very soon, property prices will start to go up and rich people will sell at that time. Hence, the lesson is you should start buying properties now. Reason 10, property is a tangible asset. In 2023, a lot has changed. People no longer want to trust the stock market, cryptocurrencies, mutual funds, and fiat currencies. All of them are either intangible or not trustable. However, the property is a real tangible asset. If the stock market crashes or fiat currencies become worthless, the property will be there because you own it and it's under your possession. Would you like to invest in property now? Don't wait. Start investing in property today. Follow me for more.